Aloha. Welcome to another video for CIS 101 at Brigham Young University, Hawaii. We're going to start talking about repeating actions. And to start us off, I'd like to sing a song for you, if that's okay. It's an old song, and it goes something like this. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I got married to the girl next door. She's been married 7 times before. And it goes on from there and there and there. And then the last line of the song says, second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am, I am. I got married to the girl next door. And it goes on from there. And it just repeats. Now, that's kind of an extreme situation, but computers repeat things all the time. And not just computers, we repeat things all the time. What do we repeat? Well, while you've been watching this video, you've been breathing. And you're probably doing it without thinking. If we had to think every time we breathed, we'd probably be in some serious trouble right now. So we do a lot of things repetitively. Walking is a repeated action. We take one step and then another, one step and then another. Our hearts keep beating in a repeating fashion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, 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 bum. So that's repetition. Some of your favorite songs, which may not include Henry the Eighth, I am, also repeat quite a bit. So thus far in the class, we've been using computers to read an input and to do some sort of processing, whether it's doing some math, taking the input and printing it within another statement, or even looking at decisions, so changing the output based on the value of an input with if, else, and if, else, if, and those kind of statements. In this unit of the class, what we're looking at is repeating data. Computers are really good because they'll do the same thing over and over again without complaining. Okay, our bodies do, but we don't necessarily like to do it. Okay, as an example, in your textbook you'll read about we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, easy enough. But what if I asked you to count to 100? You could probably do it. And in fact, in childhood games, you probably did. What about 1,000? Would you want to count to 1,000? Or what about 20,000? Who wants to count to 20,000? That would take you a serious amount of time. You can do the math. If you said one number per second and you had to count 1,000 seconds, figure out how long that would take you. Okay. The good thing is computers also know how to count. And they can do it, 1, much faster than we can, and 2, they don't get tired of it. Okay, I'd get extremely bored if I had to count to 10,000. Okay, you probably would too. So we take these types of tasks and delegate them to computers. Okay, what about printing out the name of every student at this university? So BYUH Hawaii right now has about 2,400 students. Okay, what if I asked you to type out the name of every student at the university? It's probably not a very enjoyable activity. What about posting grades for every student at the university? Or filling out the paycheck for every employee at the university? Okay, you kind of get the picture. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do, lots of things, and they pretty much look the same. Print student name, then look up student name on the next line of whatever record you've got. Print that student name, and so on and so forth. These are called repeating actions. And we can use Perl and just about any programming language to construct these repeated actions. So in following videos, we're going to look at just how to do that. First of all, we're going to need to construct some sort of repeated action. And this is going to at first look a lot like if statements, because you're going to have some sort of condition. But instead of if this condition is met, then do this action, we're going to start saying, as long as this condition is met, keep doing this. So start walking. Take a step with your right foot, take a step with your left foot. Are we there yet? No. Take another step. Take another step. Are we there yet? No. Take another step. Take another step. Are we there yet? No. After a while, this starts to sound like a long road trip with small children. But this is what computers do all the time. They take a step, check to see if the condition is still valid, then do it again. So it keeps track of how many times it's done the action and whether the condition is met. So in the following videos, we'll walk through how to do that with something called loops, because we're just going around in circles. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this unit. It's a very exciting one, and you'll find loops are very, very powerful for delegating things that you'd rather be sleeping or surfing or enjoying your time with your friends rather than doing. So let's use the computers for what they're built for being more efficient, and they don't get bored. So let's put them to work. Mahalo.